When we first had this idea of putting on this shindig, we didn't know if anyone would come. But look, you're all here.
Welcome to the Black Irish Podcast. All-new episode of the Black Irish Podcast with myself, Brendan McCorkle, and Mike Crawford. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, what's the avocado situation out in Virginia?
I mean, they're just avocado. What do you mean the situation?
I don't know. I know that, like, California avocados is a big thing, and, like, right now they're actually super in season and awesome.
They're the only avocados, right? I mean, I don't believe.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Avocados. What's the avocado situation? Because in California right now, they're
on avocados. I believe we get our avocados from somewhere else. Though.
Yeah, but
we buy them at the grocery store.
So, do you guys go through shortages of avocados, like being on the East Coast, where it's like the
price goes up?
Yeah. All right. I was just kind of curious because we are lucky in the fact, like, we still get the same thing where the price goes up, but I've never gone to the supermarket in California and not been able to get an avocado. I was just kind of curious about that because I've been putting avocados in lots of crap lately from my diet, and I don't even know if avocados are good. They're good fat. Like, isn't it better just to not have them, or you need them still? I don't get it.
No, you should have them per my doctor. So yeah.
Wait, I should have
them
because
doctor
your doctor
told me to start eating. I mean, they're good for you, he said. So
yeah, but if you eat, if you eat only avocados, that's not good for you. You need other stuff.
No. You need other stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I
mean, they're good to be part of your diet, bro.
Because they're so expensive, and they are very delicious. But I was just kind of like, I don't know. I want to know what. Do you put avocado on stuff? Do you like avocado?
Love it.
Love it.
Yes, love it. Shout out to California.
Is it because you can't have mayonnaise? So it's like the creamiest thing you can get?
No, because I can have mayonnaise, bro. You know mayonnaise is made out of eggs, and egg is not dairy.
How am I just so far off on all this lactose stuff? Wait, so do you like mayonnaise?
Yeah, I eat mayonnaise, bro.
I don't know. Some people don't like mayonnaise. Some people don't like avocados. Really? Usually, it's one and the same as they don't like the texture, or you do like the texture, so you like them both. It makes your food slippery.
Oh yeah, no, I know people who don't like food. Like I know people who don't eat jelly because of the texture.
Jelly?
Yeah,
see, I get Jell-O. Texture. Jell-O, that's a weird thing, but
it's pretty much the same texture, bro.
No, not necessarily, because Jell-O, it even when you bite it, it still holds form, just separates. Jam smushes. Jelly smushes. Jell-O does not. Jell-O is like, no, we're staying in this form for the rest of our life.
Yeah, but no, I know people who don't eat jelly because of the texture.
That seems strange. Do you have a preference on jelly flavor?
I mean, it depends. If I'm eating a sandwich, great. If I'm just eating toast, I want strawberry.
Interesting. Have you ever had pomegranate jelly or jam?
Nope.
That stuff is the bomb, bro.
I've had raspberry, though. Raspberry was pretty good. But it's tart.
Yeah. Raspberries, nah. Strawberries are better than raspberries.
Strawberry's the best.
Yeah.
If you're talking just straight toast, but it doesn't mix well with peanut butter, which is why I don't eat it on sandwiches.
Yeah, I guess I've never really tried. I've only been a traditional grape jelly type of a person. I wonder if people are more attracted to grape jelly because traditionally that's what it's been, or because it just worked out to be that's the best combo with peanut butter, and it's like, hey, we tried the better berries. It's just not as good. This, for whatever reason, this pre-wine orb is fantastic.
Or just pour some oil wine. Just spread some wine over your peanut butter.
Oh, that'd be disgusting. Dip your peanut butter toast in some whatever Cabernet. That'd be disgusting, bro. Hey, do you guys have bird scooters?
Yeah.
Do you think you could hack into those things and make them faster?
No.
What do you mean, no?
If people could hack into them, they would probably take the money, not make them faster.
Well, I'm sure you could hack into it in a way where like old school like calling cards. There used to be a thing where you could have a little strip, a magnetic strip, and if you put the calling card in, it wouldn't charge it. So I wonder if there's something like on your phone that these hackers have figured out to where like wouldn't charge you to ride it, it would just ride. But I want to know about going fast.
I don't think you can make it go fast. I'm pretty sure they got a governor on a scooter, bro.
Well, see what I'm trying to. Yeah, they either have like a restrictor on the scooter, or they just build those.
It's going as fast as it can.
Yeah, I think they just put the size engine on there that they'll allow, and then it gets capped.
Brother think they got a governor on the scooter. Like, yo, this thing
you never know.
20 more miles
You never know.
But we're gonna cut it off for you.
Well, because dude, like, okay, if you go to a like certain, let's say golf courses, like they'll have the golf carts like standard mode, whatever, but the maintenance guys have a different key that turns it an extra click, and that thing goes. It uses all of the power.
Or they just have a different type of car, motor car.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I see these things everywhere. I'm like, all right. Like they were a thing, now they're not a thing anymore. But
like in our area, we have all the way to mopeds. So we have bikes, bird scooters, and then they have a Revel moped.
Okay, wait, bikes like bicycles?
Yes.
Like
so they
beach
have
cruisers?
Bicycles. Yeah. You can rent bicycles.
That's pretty cool.
You can rent scooters. And Bird is not the only company here, but I do know Bird.
Yeah, that's just the one that's easy to say. That
cool.
It's pretty synonymous with
they
it.
They now have actual motor scooters, like
Vespas,
mopeds. Yeah, like you can be in the street with it, like mopeds.
How do they regulate that?
I don't know.
They can't
put your card in it, and then you can rent it. And
yeah, but what if little Jimmy's using his grandma's credit card?
then
you got an 8-year-old in freaking traffic? That doesn't seem smart. They should have to like scan your driver's license or something. They all have barcodes on them. That's ridiculous if that's how it goes. You just scan it and it goes, have fun, try not to die. Does it come with a helmet?
You can literally rent it on the side of the road, bro.
I don't care for that. I don't care for that. Like, that's basically like renting a motorcycle.
It is. Therefore, it doesn't go as fast as a motorcycle.
Yeah, but it still is in and out of cars.
Oh, it is.
That is the part that...
It's like 13-year-olds riding around DC in mopeds. Bro.
I guess you got to learn somehow.
No. It's foolish, but if it sells... They're going to put them in the street. They didn't know it's going to be rentable cars, bro. It's going to be pull up, swipe your card, and you can rent this car for the next
Yeah, but it'll be automatically driven, AI driven. They're not going to let people just swipe and get in a car. They'll have to do some...
What are you talking about? Smart cars. You just go up to it, tap your thing on the window, the door open, and you're driving these cars.
Well, that's one. Yeah, but you have to have the fob.
Zip cars.
I'm saying you can't just walk up to a taxi stand these days and be like, I'm getting this car and leaving. It's not like CarMax, like they do a process on all that shit. It's not just like, hey, go walk over to this thing or dial it up on your phone.
You gotta sign up and some. Yeah, you gotta sign up and all that. You're right.
But it's the same. It's the same thing. It would still need like a facial recognition because you could just do like any like Uber drivers do or whatever. Like they just get one car and then 3 buddies drive it 24/7, unless you check. Like you're supposed to, you check the app. This is the person. That's their face. Here's a license plate, blah, blah, blah. If you don't do that and somebody's buddy's just driving the car, like you could do that same thing with a rental. Like if it's a walk-up rental, you could just have your license and car, everything, somebody else's stuff, scan, and then just get in.
But some people do that Uber. I drove Uber, bro. Random people hopped in my car all the time thinking it was their Uber. They ain't checked.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So how many? But I'm just saying, yeah, they should do cars next. You can wipe up, just swipe your card, run it
They should
from
not do cars next. No, no, no.
Yeah.
They should do jetpacks next. That should be the next self-service checkout rental. Jetpack.
Jetpacks.
Yeah. Because you're going up above everything. If you can't do it, you're dead. You're dumb enough to rent a jetpack anyway. See you later. We need to encourage more people to walk off cliffs to see who's going to do it. Because I guarantee you, we could just get rid of like a third of the population just because they're dumb and they do it anyway. Just go, hey, free ice cream cones at the bottom of Grand Canyon, but you got to go jump to get it. See who does it.
Third of the population listens to podcasts too.
Trust me, our listeners are probably the ones that'll jump. Oh, so speaking of a bunch of shit listening to us, do you have an Alexa?
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
Alexa's not allowed in my house. Alexa records everything you say, buddy.
That's right.
No. We'll never have one of those in my house, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about. So
I don't want nothing recording anything, any and everything that I say.
I mean, I hate to tell you this, Mike, but that's happening anyway. You have a cell phone.
What?
That's happening anyway. You have a cellular phone. Everything
They're
that
not
you
recording. They can listen. They're not recording me when I'm not on, unless I say some magic words.
Sure, Mike. Sure. If you said any magic word once, they've been recording you ever since. That's their get out of jail free card.
Man, whatever.
Have you ever seen Enemy of the State? Did you not see Will Smith running for his
Some
life
dude
with
got
Gene
locked up because
Hackman?
of Alexa. A dude got locked up for murder because of Alexa. So nope.
Yeah.
Never get one of those. She can stay out of my life. Alexa, peace.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but you got a
thank
cell
you.
phone. If you got an iPhone 11 or better, your phone is always listening because you can just randomly say Siri and she'll answer, which means that she's always listening, brother.
I have a 7. That bitch is always listening still.
Like if I say "Hey Siri" right now, my phone's gonna say something.
Oh, my favorite trick at a party if somebody has an Alexa is just go, "Hey Alexa, play smooth jazz," and just keep walking through the room, and then it'll switch on them. It's like that's what you get for having a stupid thing that anybody can talk to. Like you're gonna have that in your house. Dude, could you imagine having like an inquisitive babysitter? You have an Alexa and they leave, and you go, "Hey Alexa, what were the last 10 videos that we played?" What you could ask that thing anything and it'll respond to anybody. That's ridiculous, bro.
But the thing with iPhone is it's all protected. Even though it might be being recorded, nobody can get it.
Until
Legally,
they pay Apple or Apple gets...
No, legal Apple. That's why Apple is Apple, man. Their privacy is documented, bro. Like your privacy is covered based on your stuff you sign when you get
Until somebody decides to change the rules.
Well, I would need to see the law go into place and somebody change the rules because I know what the rules are right now. Yeah, they won't just give your stuff over. No, it's got to be some real. You gotta have it. It'll be like murder or something.
So all right, so Alexa's
but that murder case with the Alexa,
yeah,
was drawn out because of that. Like,
so
it was
what
hard
happened?
Getting that in the trial.
So what happened?
I mean, he killed her, and Alexa was there. He killed her in the house, and Alexa heard the whole thing.
Oh shit! I thought he was like saying like, "Yeah, I killed that motherfucker," and like they took a confession. No, they got the sounds of murder on Alexa. Oh my gosh! How do they determine it was murder and not just a really, really bad cosplay?
Man, it was like a situation getting that in the courtroom. Yeah.
Oof. That's a tough one. All right, so Alexa's got a million billion things programmed into it, right? What didn't get what got pitched in the room to be programmed in there as a response or as something, as a question to Alexa that was X-nayed in the room? Because you could say some weird shit to Alexa and Alexa will respond. So what are the things that like did not make Alexa that they're like, ugh, nobody better ever say that? Like what?
Nothing.
Or is it just trigger words where they shut it off? Like if you say a bad word, Alexa's like, yep, this is our automated response. And so if anybody says something like...
You can literally say anything to Alexa. There's nothing that was left out.
But I'm saying like, Alexa, how how do I bury a body in the backyard? Alexa's gonna
She
tell
will
you?
tell you. Yes.
Okay, what if you say, Alexa, how do I overthrow
Now,
the government?
That would be the most foolish thing for you if you really were going to do it, because
Right.
that's also going to be stored somewhere. And
Okay, what about
it.
what about something silly like, Alexa, lick my balls? What, like,
She's
somebody
gonna respond?
What is she gonna
can't
respond?
Actually, lick your ball. She's gonna say something though. Have you ever not just said random stuff to Siri? Like, call
No,
Siri
I
the
don't
B
trust
word.
anybody. The first thing is like, do you
Oh.
want to use Siri? I'm like, no.
Call Siri the B word or tell Siri F you. She'll respond. She'll be like,
Yeah,
what?
but like, I don't
What?
respond as that kind of language.
No,
or
she'll
something.
be like, what? F you do or what? Forget, like, she'll actually say a sentence, like, not just like some random.
All right,
If
so
you say
what's
something to-
okay? So what is a response? What is something you think that you could say to Alexa and elicit a response still? Like some wild off the wall shit.
Anything. Literally anything. Bring it. When I say
So
anything,
can you say
can
why
literally
is this room orange? Something that this machine has no knowledge of.
Yeah, she don't have a real answer for you, but she's gonna respond to it. I promise you.
Right,
she'll
but that's what I'm
respond
saying. I'm saying
with a
the
sentence like maybe she'll say, because the person who owns it wanted it. Like, I don't know what she's gonna say, but she's gonna say something. I'm telling you. I don't know how they get these things. Just say it. Go ahead. You got a phone right now. Say anything you want. You can do it. It's on camera. It's okay. We're recorded.
It's actually
live.
not. Because my Siri's off. I don't want to go through the 10 minutes to figure out how to turn that motherfucker on.
Your Siri's off.
Yeah, because I can't even say Siri on. I've tried that before. When I've had stuff in my hands, I've
Siri
tried.
on.
What do you got, Mike? Say some ridiculous shit to that lady.
What do you want me to say to Siri? Hold on, Siri.
Say, Siri, why is Alexa such a bitch?
Siri, why is Alexa such a bitch?
Any response?
Siri, why is Alexa such a bitch?
This is
Why you
great
can't
radio.
hit me, Siri?
Uh-huh. See what happens?
What?
See? No response.
She can't hear me. Fuck you, Siri.
See? Nothing.
Mine ain't even talking at all. My Siri's just acting like shit right now.
If you could meet Siri in real life, would you do it?
Yeah.
Why?
See, be like, yo, how much did they pay you to do that shit? To be the voice of Siri. How much do you think that person got paid? To be the voice of something that's going to be in the hands of billions of people.
Nothing. Next to nothing.
What the fuck?
Next to nothing.
Yeah, damn right.
Are you kidding me?
What?
All you have to do is get somebody to say, like, you could pay somebody to say, I don't know, let's say 10,000 words. Okay? If somebody said, I'll pay you $1 a word, 10,000 words, would you do it? You just recite
Yeah.
10,000 words into a microphone.
Yeah, I would do
From
it.
there, they can manipulate your voice and change the order of all of those words and
You know,
even
it's
add
soothing.
in other words based on your voice track and tones. They apply
I
it.
would sue them if part of what they gave me to sign for the $10,000 didn't say they were going to use it for something else.
No, that's
would
what they're
sue
using it for.
the
Okay,
balls
so
off
what? No.
of them.
Here's how it goes, Mike. We want Crawford to be the Siri of Android. So we're going to call it Crawford. Okay? Mike, we're going to give you $10,000 to say these 10,000 words. And after that, we're going to manipulate those words and tones, and you're going to be the voice of Android. Are you cool with that?
No. not for
Okay, then we're going to get
$10,000.
somebody else to do it. Thanks.
There you go.
So eventually,
Yeah,
there's somebody that's going to say, yes, that is Siri.
Then that person is a fool. And if this
So
person
what if they're a
decided
fool?
to accept $10,000 to be the voice of Apple, they're a fool too. Oh well.
But it's a
That's
robot voice.
What? Somebody's talking. That's
Somebody has a tone that they applied digitally
yeah.
to words.
And if
Technology
Apple
these
went
days,
in
Mike,
knowing
is
that they were going to make them
outstanding.
the voice of Apple, and they only offered them $10,000, guess what? Screw Apple too. That's bullshit.
Well, see, that's a screw Apple thing. But in the beginning, when they said, hey, we want to use, your voice is going to be used on our phones. Are you okay with that? They don't have to tell you what it's for. All you're doing is, I'm getting paid. whatever you agreed to get paid, and they can use it for whatever they want after that. So,
Nah, I need 50
now if there was a
cents on every
Siri
phone
2,
sold.
like whoever was Alexa, whoever was the base voice for Alexa, that person should have got paid because Siri was already a thing. If Siri wasn't a thing,
If I was Siri, I'm telling them I need 50 cents for every phone sold that has my voice on it, bro. That's not even a lot. Actually, for a lot of money, it's going to end up being a lot of money.
oh, it's a shit ton of money. Yeah.
Yeah, but all I need is 50 cents on the phone. Y'all can agree to that. I'll be filthy rich, and y'all don't have to worry about me.
Interesting. Well, if you had the opportunity to meet not a fake person like Siri, but any real living person, they have to be alive right now, 2021. For whatever reason, who would you want to meet?
Right now, alive.
And keep in mind, you only get a meeting. What happens from there is up to whatever happens. So you just get a meet and greet with this person. Who would it be?
Warren Buffett.
Interesting. All right. Would it still be the same answer if you got to ask any person alive one question? Doesn't matter who it is, but you get one question. Would you still pick Warren Buffett or would you pick somebody else?
No, I'd pick someone else.
Who would you pick?
I would pick Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, what would the question be? Will you marry me?
Can I hit it?
Something tells me J-Lo doesn't go for desperation, please.
Hey, it's all good. Look, you in this room with me. I might as well ask the question I want to ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Will you marry me is going to get the same answer as can I hit it? Both of them going to be no, but why not? Shoot your shot from long range like Steph Curry, baby.
Hey, you get enough practice at it, they go in. All right, what if you had a whole day with somebody? Like an entire day. Anybody living?
A whole day?
Yeah, you get to spend a whole day with somebody.
James Harden, baby.
James Harden?
Yes.
Why? Because he's out of shape and will just be sitting around?
James Harden parties like a real rock star. He makes $45 million a year. So I ain't going to have to pay for nothing. And this day of party is going... Do you not know the epic James Harden story?
I've heard of him, but look, dude, I don't know. I mean, I guess, I could see hanging out with James Harden for a whole day. Hanging out with him for a whole day. But transitioning to basketball, dude, what is up with him?
Yo, he's not like the playoffs just have something like...
Okay.
I'm sorry.
On top of that,
he's not my favorite player.
2 days ago, or however long ago it was, he commits to the USA basketball team. And then 2 days later, he's like, withdrawals because of his hamstring. His hamstring is definitely not worse today than it was 2 days ago. Why even commit? Why are you doing that when they're forming the team? Like, that's just a dick move. That's like showing up out of shape. It's bullshit. I don't like it.
He shouldn't have committed in the first place, but he wasn't gonna be able to play. He just holding up a spot for somebody.
That's correct.
I saw Clay shooting jumpers for the first time today.
Oh, that's gonna be fun when he comes back.
No, they're still gonna be trash. But
I know they're gonna be trash, but it's gonna be fun to watch him shoot. I love watching him shoot.
If you could meet anyone, who would it be, bro?
Meet anyone?
Yeah, for a whole day.
For a whole day, I'd hang out with Tom Segura.
He's pretty funny.
He's got so much more going on than people even know. It's fascinating. He's fascinating to me because not only is he hilarious, he's a incredible businessman. He's an entrepreneur, speaks multiple languages. Like, he's a bad dude. I'd really like to just actually shadow him for a day and kind of just be like, how do you pull all this off? How do you do it? Let me see. So, if I could have 5 minutes with anybody or like ask anybody a question, I'd probably ask Michael Jordan one question if I knew I was going to get an honest answer.
What was it, a push off?
No. Yeah, are you happy you went back? I'd ask him if he was happy with his decision to go back.
Oh, he'd happily say, yeah. I can probably answer that for you.
Yeah, but the truth of it.
But that would be the truth. The one thing about people like that is that they know that you play until you can't play anymore. So the first time he retired was forced, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then the second time was forced, pretty much.
Right.
But he felt like he still had some game in his legs, so he decided to come back. But yeah, he was happy. I mean, he's always gonna be. Look, if you can play, then you're gonna be happy you played. That's why these dudes hold on as long as they do. That's why Kobe played 20 seasons, even came back after Achilles. That's why LeBron's gonna play 20 plus. Yeah. When you're that good, you don't just stop.
Yeah, I mean, the mentality is even if I'm only 80% of what I once was, my 80% is better than 95% of these chumps. But that's Jordan got caught in that tidal wave, though. Is like he thought it. He kind of like, oh, okay, he still got some. And then this tidal wave of talent came over him, and it was like, oh, shit. Yeah, things are different now.
Yeah. He realized he didn't have it to where he did, but he still made the All-Star game his last season.
Yeah.
Voted in, though. I mean, he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, staying on basketball, we're recording on Wednesday. I know you were asleep, but did you catch obviously this, they call it the Valley Oop, this stupid fucking thing. I hate stupid nicknames like that. It's so dumb.
Why is that a stupid nickname? That's a pretty hot nickname.
It's because it's not my team and I didn't come up with it. If I'm being honest. Actually, it really annoyed me because I was watching the game live and the last 5 minutes were so frustrating to watch as a basketball fan. Just so frustrating to watch. And it was also frustrating to watch as, like, I'm a number 1 Lakers fan, number 2 Clippers fan. Said that before, I'll say it again forever. It didn't, even when there was like a minute left or so and the Clippers went back up, it was like just all of the things that transpired within the previous 2 minutes. It felt like it didn't even feel like the Clippers were going to win as the Suns were going to lose. And I'm like, dude, the Suns have outplayed the Clippers this entire game. And when it's coming down to like these calls are going one way or another, it seemed like they're leaning towards the Clippers, and it was like calls that could have gone either way or just shouldn't have been a call. Like the jump ball out of bounds. They call it jump ball, which is good because then they have a chance to review. But then they review, and it's nobody can tell it heads from tails. Just leave it as a jump ball. Why do you give it to the Clippers? Why? And then, Patrick Beverly is, ditching on Devin Booker. It's like, technically his finger wagged a little bit on the ball out of bounds. And mind you, I'm trying to root for the Clippers at this point. I'm like, okay, if you want to review every single ball like that, you're going to overturn them all. Because 9 times out of 10, the ball is coming off of their hands. That it was the force of the person that pushed it going against the force of the person that was controlling it. So it's going to be the person controlling it. It's going to touch it the last 9 times out of 10. So, like, they were getting ticky-tack on, like, shoving it the Clippers' way, and I'm like, bro, whatever, dude.
And
so
Paul
it was
George goes to the line and goes clank.
Clank, clank. And then I was like, oh, this is karma. This is karma getting these boys back. And then this Valley Oop thing. Let me just say, Jay Crowder made the most perfect pass that 1 inch off any which way, and that doesn't go.
He did it twice in the game because he threw him an alley-oop early in the game.
Yeah, but from that position with that pressure, that was
it was his fault. It was the pressure guy's fault. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be shading that way. That pass should not even be possible.
That was Boogie's fault. That was 100% Boogie's fault. He had his name, bless you. His name was pointing at the other rim.
Yeah.
He was defending the pick so hard. It's like, dude, he's in the corner. You have to, if you're playing 1-on-1 and have Zubac on Ayton, that's fine. But then somebody's got to be adjusted to be in front of the rim. You got to block that view.
They couldn't do that. That was not impossible. You had to fight through it. I think he should have went around instead of trying to doing a clean fight through, because you know he wasn't popping out for a jumper like Aiden's not. You're guarding Aiden, so I think he should have went around instead of going straight through. That was the mishap. But because the person setting the pick was Booker, you can't switch it, because then that leaves Batum there and Aiden's dunking on him. Like it's the same play. Like Batum.
Well, here's what I mean. You've said it before, and last night was a perfect example of coaching wins basketball games. Monty Williams he drew up a good play, and that was it. It's also Tyronn Lue. You gotta know who you are. You can't. Boogie's not a defensive guy. Why is he in the game at that point? That's why. That is the first mistake. If he shades the correct way, based on what you're taught from Little League, you shade out of bounds under the basket and make them pass to the corner. You do not give up passes to the front of the rim. Now let me ask you this, as somebody who is not an X's and O's basketball guy as much as you are, with that amount of time on the clock before that play was run, I leaned over to my wife, or right after something. I'm like, why is Zubac not just standing right in the middle of the paint? Like I would leave Ayton out there and go, if he wants to take that 12, 14.
You can't give him that shot wide open though.
You can't with 0.9?
Yeah, because he can hit it. You're only up one. And it's not like it's not a shot he can hit. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Like you can't just give him a wide open jump.
But with 0.9 to get it out of your hands that quick, I don't think that big man can do it. I would take my chances on that. Is all I'm saying. Is I would take my chances on Zubac playing a zone around the rim and everybody else playing man.
A wide open shot with 0.9, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're playing at an arm's length ish, if you will, but 0.9
the way they had
on
it
the
set
big
up,
man.
not if he was under the basket, he wouldn't have been able to play on it, because they had
not under the basket, but in the paint.
Yeah, but they had Aiden outside of the paint. They had Aiden in the dunker spot.
And that's what I'm saying. Let him try and take that shot.
From the dunker spot, he's making that shot, bro.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he releases it in time, gets his hands and everything?
0.9, yeah, he's definitely.
I don't know. I feel like with the bigger.
If it's a clean pass, he's making that shot.
See, but I feel like with a bigger guy, like with the bigger guys,
yeah,
there's a delay.
Guy.
I know he is a skill guy. Trust me, dude. He's actually, I really, really like him. The problem I have with the Suns is I really like 4 of their players. Like, really like them.
Yeah, he's been skilled since high school, so he's a pretty skilled guy. So if it's a clean catch, he's making that jump shot.
Yeah, like honestly, like CP3, I've always liked.
Called a good play.
He called a good play, and again, that's why
Booker as the screener. So if you don't pump that right and Booker pops, that's a wide open jumper for Booker, and he's sinking that bottom. But honestly speaking, I think that's what I would have gave up. I'm not giving up nothing at the front of the room. So if I'm Batum, I'm jumping back, and I'm letting. Now I think the oops still happens because Cousins doesn't shade, but if I'm Batum, I'm falling back towards the rim because we only got up one. And I'm probably jumping to try to stop that play instead of following Booker. I'm letting Zubac take the Booker jumper. And yes, he's going to be late, and Booker's probably going to get the jumper off. But I'll take my chances with a hand up from Zubac late, then out of hoop at the front of the rim.
Gotcha.
But the coach probably told him, don't leave Booker. He's the star, which is why he's like, let Zubac fight through. Yeah, Zubac fought through. He was there.
Dude, by the way, not to say, that was pretty good defense. Like he got his hand up on him, like everything.
But he also, I don't think he knows the no goaltending rule, so he didn't go at it as hard as he could.
Yeah,
they would call goal.
It looked like he alligator armed it, didn't he?
Knew the rule. Yeah, he did alligator arm.
Yeah,
he alligator armed it, not knowing the rule. And Aiden didn't know the rule.
He didn't. Yeah, he got down. Was like
he just dunked it.
Yeah, he just. Well, he went down, and as soon as he got down, he's like, "Am I celebrating or am I in trouble?" Oh, celebrating. Yeah. It was pretty awesome. I mean,
he definitely didn't know that when he did it, but he could have. Zubac could have hit it and ended the game, but that's what happens when you don't know the rule.
And here's the other.
The broadcast knew the rule.
Yeah,
I watched the replay.
Here's the other part too, is like I know it's the playoffs and everything, but like when somebody hits a game-winning shot with like .9, it's a three-pointer, and that ball goes through the cylinder, cascades to the floor, and that backboard goes red. That's the game. Ayton taps the ball through. Now we got to go back to the refs again, bring everybody back. It's like, bro, you're not going to get a shot off. And if this is the case for this game, the thing that kept pissing me off was in the last 5 minutes of the Suns game is, if this is the case for this game, why don't we do it for all the games? Why is this not protocol? And it's because the game would suck because it gets slowed down so far. So they got to do something to figure out this ticky-tack shit at the end of the playoff games.
Oh, that last two,
it was brutal.
2 minutes is going to be brutal. Every game though is brutal.
And now they set a precedent. So now if that ball goes out of bounds, review 6 times. In 2 minutes, you're going to have coaches telling their players, like, do not go out there till they review it. And they're just going to have people standing on the sideline. Like, it's going to be, I'm telling you, they set a bad precedent for it.
You think they're going to revolt?
They could, if they're like, no, review that. Because guess what? If 2 teams go, no, review that, and the refs are like, we're not going to do that, they could just go, well, don't walk over there. It's very easy.
Then you're going to forfeit, and you don't want to do that. So.
No, maybe not. But what are they going to do about the baseball thing? Have you seen all this baseball fiasco stuff with all the stickum on the pitchers?
Yes.
Dude, so legit, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Phillies are playing the Nationals. Matt Scherzer's one of the best in the league. He gets Joe Girardi, known for being just a dense old man, has him checked 3 times. 3 times in 5 innings. So first time check, they do like a little belt flip, take off the hat, whatever. By the 3rd time, Max Scherzer's like, dude, seriously, like flips off his hat, unbuttons his pants, is like, are you kidding me? 3 times in 5 innings they pulled this on this dude because they can't hit him. Like, baseball's got to do something to nip that in the bud immediately. Immediately.
No, they're the one who opened the door. How they go just turn around and nip it in the bud?
Because they're going to have to punish, it's got to be like a challenge thing. Like, you get 2 challenges a game and then you're out. It's got to be like, you get 2 of those checks, and then if you check again and you're wrong, then something happens to you. You know, there has to be something. There has to be some sort of repercussions. Otherwise, a game that people complain is already slow is getting even slower. And it fucks up with the pitcher's rhythm. Like, that really jacks people up.
And that's why he did it, for real.
And that's why he did it. So that, like the counter argument to that would be if the manager was like, every time somebody came up to the plate, they're like, hey, check that guy's bat. Check his bat. Check his bat.
Well,
no, I don't.
They tried to tell him
check
to check
Bryce's
hair.
Yeah, he's saying it's wet. He's like, it's wet.
Yeah.
It's 90 degrees out here. You know, what do you want me to do? It's ridiculous, though. Like, they got to fix that rule, or it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, they're getting petty, buddy.
I don't know. They also need to fix the NBA draft lottery. Do you see that the Pistons got number 1? Rockets 2?
Yes. Rockets getting Evan Mobley.
And Cunningham's going to Detroit?
Yeah, he came out and made a statement today, said he's not even taking any other visits, because Detroit said if they don't trade the pick, they're drafting Cunningham.
Good. As long as he's accepting the fact that he's going to be there.
I don't think he fits, but...
Yeah. Well, he's also
the point guard last year, man. So
he's one of those guys where I'm very apprehensive to jump on his bandwagon.
It's hard to jump on a bandwagon someone who's going to the NBA who lacks athleticism. With that being said, I've watched him since high school. He's pretty legit.
He's got the killer mentality. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He's got the swagger he needs. It's one of those, you know, can he compete with athletes?
Yeah, he's pretty legit though. He's gonna be. I mean, Luka competes with athletes.
Yeah.
How do your game after Luka? Luka is one of the least athletic dudes I know.
You know him?
No, not personally, but I watch him every day.
Not right now.
One of my favorites, man. It's my guy.
He is pretty fun to watch.
Best player in the NBA in 2 years.
Oh, I'd agree with that. Yeah, as long as he stays healthy, which he seems like he can. You know, even when he gets injured, he seems to bounce back pretty quick.
Yeah, he's put together well.
Yeah, he's solid. So, have you been watching any of this Euro soccer bullshit that's been going on?
Absolutely, buddy.
So,
I watched Ronaldo today. Yo, they be getting
yeah, speaking of which,
too many penalties.
yeah. Well, speaking of which, that was Portugal, France, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Portugal, France, they're tied 2-2 with however much time is left because nobody knows because it's soccer, which is stupid. But there's, they're at like the 86-minute mark or whatever. Another game finishes. Germany and Hungary finished at a tie. So now the scores come in. They go, oh, everybody advances. They literally Portugal just started kicking the ball back and forth right next to the goalie for like 3 minutes. And France was like, yeah, that's fine. We both are going to advance on how we want to. That's such bullshit that soccer can do that. Like, if you're going to do that, it needs to be like an intentional walk. They need to have the captains walk out to midfield with the ref and just go, we're calling it a tie. So nobody else gets hurt. Okay,
So
that's
did you
fine.
watch it?
Yeah, I watched some of it, yeah.
Oh, like right before that, number 18. Did you see him go down?
No.
So he kicked the ball. They kicked the ball. Portugal kicked the ball out, right? And France dude was going out of bounds to get the throw in. And then he looked at the coach on the sideline. Next thing you know, he said, hit the ground. And then when he did that, they actually sent the sub and took him out the game. Bro, he's on the sideline angry, cussing everybody out. You can just see it. I'm like, oh, this is so, like, soccer is hilarious. No, soccer is pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. There should be a way to just end the game. Like, I'm totally fine with them saying, hey, we don't want anybody to get hurt. It doesn't make any sense for either of us to go for the win. Let's just call it. Like, they should do that. But the problem, that's the thing with other, like, even with football, like, yeah, you put in your backups, but you play. Because if you don't play hard, you're going to get hurt.
Well, the backup, they don't get to play often, so they're going to play hard.
But that's what, like,
for soccer, you can't put the backups in.
No, you can't. But that's what I'm saying. Soccer is very unique to this. Like, hockey, okay, you can pull your goalie or whatever. Like, hockey, you still go at it. Baseball, there's still outs to be made. So even if you're winning 18-0, you got to get those motherfuckers out.
You got to get them out, buddy.
So it's just, I don't like that thing with soccer. I'm just like, dude, this is one of the reasons. It's like soccer I like as an overall on a macro level, but there's some of these micro aggressions I have that I just can't get over,
When it comes to tournament play, like some of that I'm not a fan of, but it's kind of like, would you want them to do it any other way? Like that, then it would be considered dumb if Ronaldo gets hurt. You know what I mean? Like, so,
yeah. Well, that's
like, you got to do it that way. That's the smart way to play it.
I know. I just wish we didn't have to watch them play pussyfoot. Like, I wish they could just walk up, or I wish they would just amicably leave the ball in one corner and go start saying they're good games. Just fucking leave the ball over there. That's fine. Everybody else goes, just meet at midfield.
No, because I'm on the team. I'm going to take that thing and score me a goal, baby.
You don't have the goalies do it. Or just have one of the goalies hold it.
I'm trying to have the Euro. No, just the time limit on how long you hold it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
If I haven't never scored in the Euros, leave the ball in the corner if you want. I'm going to tuck one in the corner, baby.
See, but I don't know. That shit bothers me, man. It could be a little bit tighter and have such a bigger audience. I don't know. I don't get it.
How bigger? They have the biggest audience. How much bigger do you want to get? On a world stage, soccer has the biggest audience. They are the richest. They make
yes, but money. They could have more if they made us stupid Americans like it more.
We watch it enough. They get it on Where'd you watch it today?
ESPN.
On ESPN.
Yeah. I still watch soccer occasionally. I just would watch it instead of being a casual American fan, which is basically like nothing. Like, I watch some of the World Cup and some of the Euros and some shit like that. I would watch it more regular. Like, I would watch MLS if some of these weird rules.
I mean,
That's the thing. I don't
Barcelona
even
stuff
care
gets
that
on
in a
TV
different.
too. Fox Sports, net, Fox Sports, Fox One. I watch Barcelona. I watch Liverpool, man. I watch
I know. I
Chelsea.
just, and it's a selfish thing to want, somebody to bend the rules or change the
I mean,
rules
you're
for
just a tough guy. And
my
you don't
liking.
like the soft way they play soccer. I get it. I don't either. But it's a beautiful sport too.
It is.
To
It
score a
is.
goal in soccer is a beautiful thing most of the time.
Unless people get killed over it. Which happens a lot in Europe.
Shout out Pablo Escobar.
You watching anything new these days? Or still same old shit? I got through season 2 of Startup. Did you?
Yeah, I'm done with Startup, bro.
All right. What'd you think?
I liked it, man. That's why I'm done. At first, I didn't start it slow, but I liked it. So I'm done with that.
All right. Well, I'm into season 3 now. So does it finish strong? Because right now I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna finish all right.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. I mean,
what's the name of the show that
I like the fact that
Netflix,
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps has a family show that I started watching. I can't think of it. And I started watching Lupin, The Upshaws.
The Upshaws. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a Mike Epps family show. I watch it, but certain stuff I don't like. You know, one of the main things I don't like.
What's that?
If I haven't said this already. Like, yo, we ain't gotta be poor on our show. Like, this is your show. You the star of the show. It's called The Upshot. Why the plot y'all gotta be broke? I'm tired. I'm just tired. Black people ain't all broke. We ain't broke no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't the only ones who broke no more, bro. And the thing about it is he runs and like, sorry to give away the plot, but he runs like a mechanic shop or whatever. So you can have it. You don't gotta be rich, but you can have decent. Y'all gotta be.
Did you ever watch My Wife and Kids?
Struggling. Yes.
I love that show.
And they weren't broke.
And they weren't broke. That's why I brought it up.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
And I watched The Circle.
What's The
You probably
Circle?
call me soft for that, but
what's that?
I'm not even going to explain what it is.
Is that on Netflix?
Then next week, yeah, and then next week you can tell me how soft I am for watching The Circle. But
No, what's The
it's
Circle?
entertaining. It's a show.
About what, Mike? I don't care if you're sensitive.
People.
All right. I'll fucking figure it out, I guess. Well, you know what's not sensitive? Indiana Jones 5. Do you know that they're doing another Indiana Jones?
Yo, that dude has so much money. Why would they do another Indiana Jones?
Harrison Ford got hurt. Like walking on set of Indiana Jones 5 or something. Do we need another one? Wasn't the last couple like crap? Like Shia LaBeouf and something else? I don't know. Did you ever watch any of those?
What?
The Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
Did you like them?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I've only seen the first one. Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think. Or Temple of Doom, or I don't even know what's what. I saw the first one, and it was pretty good. Are there like classic movies like that you haven't seen that people are like, what the fuck?
Oh, plenty. I get that plenty of time.
Like, what are some of the major ones, though? I know you don't like outing yourself on this, but I don't care. Give me 2.
Naked Gun.
I've never seen them either.
Yeah, don't watch that. No, I've seen Jurassic Park. What's another movie I've never seen? I'll do one. Naked Gun is a white movie, and I've never seen Black Panther. And people, what? I've never seen Get Out. I can keep going down the list of movies that people say I should.
I haven't seen any of those either. We have the same.
Haven't seen like any of those Marvel, DC, none of that comic shit. Like you just keep all that shit. I don't watch it either.
I've seen some of those. Some of those are okay. I like Iron Man. That one was good. I don't know. The rest of it's kind of like okay. I don't really care for it. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy was good though. That one was good.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
That was Batista was in it with a raccoon. It was good.
Yeah. Random thoughts, but I just saw something that said that Seattle is going to be charging white people for their gay pride parade this year to give to black people for reparations.
Oh, tale as old as time. The blacks stealing from the gays.
Hey, yo. How that. So what about the black people that come? They don't got like I ain't.
Yeah,
You know what?
maybe they get a free
That's
voucher or
the
something.
funniest thing.
Like they don't have to
That is-
pay for it. Wait,
That's the funniest
Hang
thing
on.
I've ever heard.
but wouldn't the white people get the taxes on the money that the gay people gave to the black people? They'd figure out a way to take some of it.
Man, I don't know. That's the funniest thing.
Some paperwork processing fee or some bullshit like that. They'll figure out a way.
And today is like Prime Day. They got deals on Amazon Prime, man. So check it out. You might find something you need.
I don't know about that. But I do know that this week the Spotify playlist will be Ray Charles and Bob Dylan, because I said so.
Ray Charles.
What do you think about that?
Ray Charles, my guy.
He better be. He better be most people's guy. He's the man. Well, anyway, we'll wrap up this week on a knowledge drop that's little close to home. The Kraft Parmesan cheese that you put on your spaghetti and the Comet cleaning product, they come from the same factory. Make sure you read your labels.
And on that note, I feel bad for all y'all who eat Kraft Parmesan cheese, because guess what? I'm lactose and I don't.
All right, everybody. Have a good week. Check us out on Instagram if you want. See ya.